Ayo, what's up, everybody? What's going on? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. An exciting day we had today in chat. My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, now the current head trader of True Trading Group. Guys, for those that don't know, TTG is the fastest growing, highest rated online premium educational platform and community where we all share the same goal. That's to learn, trade, and profit together. Go check us out on Trustpilot, folks. Over 1,270 reviews. It's a lot of reviews, 5-star rated. Go check them out. I invite you and encourage you to go read them. 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, we go live right here for free, right on this YouTube channel, folks, where myself, other TTG moderators, and special guests are going to drop some golden nuggets and free lessons that are to help you become a better and more profitable trader. Take a moment right now, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications, and share this stream on your own social media. We're live right now on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. Welcome, everybody joining us on the different platforms. Like I said, guys, share this on your own platforms. Let's get as many retail traders in here as we can so we can help and educate as many as we possibly can. Folks, listen up. I didn't figure this stuff out on my own, okay? What I'm going to share with you on these live streams is what I've learned, what I learned working at a fund in New York City. It's my very first job out of college, 2007. And then you had 2008, which was the housing market crisis, the Great Recession, the stock market crash. It was during that time, though, I actually went on to thrive and received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards in 2008. But before they let me touch a dollar of their money, I first had to go through an educational training program. I've since taken that education, I've simplified it, I've expanded on it, and I've paired it with some of the top premium trading tools from companies like Benzinga, TradingView, Colt Media, just to name a few. We've made it all available on the TTG platform for our members for one price for the entire year. There's no upsells, there's no add-ons, none of that. You pay one price, you get access to every single thing that we have. Guys, listen, tonight we're going to be starting off this live stream with a 20-minute Q&A session. Then we're going to be getting into my home run trade today, which was ORPH, about a 32% gain on that final take profit on ORPH. Was an absolute monster. I wasn't expecting it either. I wasn't expecting that big of a trade on ORPH. Like, I was really, I had a little win, I had a small win on TRCH early in the morning, and then I was ready to just coast. I was ready to shut it down and wait for the Fed meeting. And all of a sudden this ORPH popped up, and it's actually one of my favorite setups and one of my favorite patterns to trade. And I'm going to teach it to you guys here on this live stream. All right. Then we're going to talk about some of the, in my opinion, some of the top stocks to buy and some of the top sectors to watch after Fed Chairman Powell's announcement today. All right. So the Fed came out today at 2 o'clock. They announced no change in interest rates, no change in the asset purchase program. And there were specific comments that were made during this this meeting that has me kind of thinking about, some stocks that I think will outperform in the next year. All right. So if you guys remember the last time, if we go back to December, you've been following my channel for a while, December 2020, I did a live stream. I told you guys what are some of the best sectors and stocks that I thought were going to do well in 2021. And my number one pick last year was energy. Energy, not green energy, but good old-fashioned oil. And two of my top plays were Chevron and Occidental Petroleum, CVX and OXY. I'll pull up those charts just for you guys, just real quick. I know a lot of people like kind of seeing the charts, but okay, I'll pull up a chart of OXY, and you guys can see since last year, you guys can see the performance that you've gotten here. The performance that you've gotten here on OXY. Okay, so this is just some of the ones that I said all the way back there from December of 2020. There's OXY, there's CVX. Okay, so just so you guys can see some of the top performing sectors that I said in 2020 that I thought going into 2021. I also said, banks and I also said the banks in 2020. Okay, and then here you guys can see the performance that you're getting out of JP Morgan was one of my number one picks back in 2020, saying that these are some of the sectors that I thought were going to do well this year. Okay, so we were spot on with that, the energy and the bank sector in 2020. Now, what I'm going to do here now with this Fed announcement, I'm going to give you guys some ideas on what I think about what are some stocks and some sectors that are going to do well here moving forward. Okay, so that's what we're going to be talking about here again on this live stream. Okay, so what we're going to start doing here today, guys, what I want you all to start doing now is I want you all to start typing your questions in chat right now. All right, we're going to start things off with a 20-minute Q&A. We're going to allow for some time for people to log on. And then we are going to dive into the home run trade today, which was ORPH. And then we're going to talk about some stocks in particular sectors that I am bullish on after we got that Fed announcement here today from Jerome Powell. So go ahead, guys. Don't waste any more time. Start typing your questions right in chat. Let's start that Q&A. Guys, also for those that are asking, we do have a trial. Actually, there's a lot of people that are asking about a free trial. See, there's one person right there that just asked about a trial. We do have a 1-week trial, folks. It's called our TGG3 program. It's only $3. That's it. One payment, $3. That's it. There's no reoccurring payment. There's no auto renew. It's literally just $3. It's the price of a cup of coffee. We charge $3 just to know that you guys are real. If you guys want to join our trial and try us out for a week, you're going to get access to our chat room where we share our screen. We're calling out trades. We're on the microphone with me and the mods. You're going to get access to our news feed. You're going to get access to our analyst report and stock profile section, our trade ideas scanner. You're going to get access to all these different things for 1 full week. So you guys can go to ttgthree.com. Again, that is ttgthree.com to sign up for our 1-week trial. All right. Again, guys, it's only $3. Literally, it's the best $3 you've ever spent in your entire life. I promise you. You guys have spent $3 on way dumber stuff, probably a bag of Doritos, maybe. Okay. This will be $3 that will be money well spent. You guys can come trade with me and the rest of the gang for an entire week. All right. So go ahead, guys. We actually, the URL was, the URL was right there at the bottom of the screen. So you guys can go there to sign up for that trial. And go ahead, guys, start typing your questions right in chat. How do you expect SPY to continue responding the rest of the week and perhaps next week? We just had a pullback on it after market close, but does this mean in the big picture? Pull it up. Okay, guys, so here we have the SPY. Okay, a pretty significant pullback today after the Fed meeting. Now, what do I expect here going forward? I think we're going to have a little bit more downside, but I actually do think this support level holds. I think 416 support level holds. Okay, I think we're going to test this 416. I think we're going to hold. So I think we've got a little bit more room to the downside. Maybe tomorrow we get a pause. Maybe tomorrow we get, like we break 420. We go like 419.50 back to 421.50 and kind of sit right there. And then Friday, maybe we have an extension move to the downside, or maybe we just have an extension move lower tomorrow. But I do think we're going to make a move lower from where we are now. But the support level that I'm seeing is 416. Okay, so you'll see here previous resistance. It then became support. And then also look what you have here. This dark blue line on my screen, that's the 50-day moving average. Okay, that's the 50-day moving average. As you can see, the last several times that we have tested this 50-day moving average, it's held. Okay, so this blue line is a key level of support for the SPY. I think that level needs to be tested for people to have confidence to come in and continue to buy the market up here near highs. All right, so I think that we're going to get down and test 416, and then I expect 416 to hold and then eventually climb its way back up into the mid to high 420s. All right, so I think that either tomorrow or Friday, I think you'll see this. I think you see the SPY down around 416. I'm paper trading now, but when I'm for real trading, the chat room is worth the 1200 plus alone. Yeah, absolutely. I didn't know if you were asking me. I'm sorry. I didn't know if you were asking me a question like, is it, but then I realized that you were just making a statement. But yeah, guys, the value that you get with a membership to TTG for a little over 1,200 bucks for the entire year, it's crazy. The value that you're getting is absolutely nuts for just over 100 bucks a month. There's so many. You have to understand that TTG it's a platform. It's not just a chat and courses. Like, you're not just paying to get my trade alerts. All right. First of all, there's 8 other moderators that are calling out trades, that are answering questions, that are identifying opportunities, that have different styles and different strategies. But you know, we literally take all of the tools that you need to be a trader, like a simulator, a scanner, level 2, options data, a news feed, analyst reports, and we put it all on one platform for you. All those things cost a lot of money if you were going to buy them on your own, way more than the membership itself. But we've negotiated all of these discounted rates with all of these providers like Benzinga, like Quote Media, okay, like TradingView. And that's how we're able to provide everything to you guys in one place for a ridiculously low price. So yeah, it's definitely well worth the price, guys. That price is not going to last for long, though. We are raising our price over the next couple of months. We're going to be up over $2,000 here pretty soon. As we work our price up to 2,500. So you guys can all get a membership today for just over 1,200 bucks. Just use coupon code TTG121 if you guys are interested in that discount. Did you make that thumbnail? No, I didn't. Adam did. Adam did. Adam made that thumbnail. When you make a trade alert, is it always a tier 1 entry? No, John, not. No, it's not. Okay. So my trade alert, okay, my trade alerts, when I send out an alert, if I say long ORPH 1793, if that's what I say, that's a full size position. If I say long tier 1 ORPH 1793, that means I'm in tier 1. If I do not specify tier 1, that means I'm in a full size position on my trade. Okay. The majority of my trades, I enter full size on my initial entry. There are some trades based on, you know, quality of setup, volatility, distance to my stop loss, that I will take a tier 1 position. I did that today on the SPY. Okay. I also was playing around with my tiers on ORPH as well. Okay. So because our ORPH was an extremely volatile trade, so I was playing around with my position size, managing the risk on that trade while I was going through it. So tier 1, I will specifically say tier 1. Now, for those people that are probably thinking like, what the hell do you mean by tier 1?
Mike, I am so sorry for interrupting you, bro. It's actually super important.
What's up?
All right. So we've gone on here before and we've talked about how people were impersonating you and scamming you or pretending to be you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So there was just a message that came across the chat right now. It's actually, the username is called Pinned by True Trading Group.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's clever.
Right. So and I'm sorry. I know you were explaining something. I apologize.
No, this is really important, dude. Go ahead.
So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to share my screen real quick. So as you guys can see here, it's right in here. Let me zoom in. This person right here, they called it Pinned by True Trading Group. Okay, this is complete garbage. They tell you that it's Mike or myself. They want you to give them money and then promise you a certain percentage return back on it and essentially scam you. Okay, not essentially, they definitely scam you. Okay, they call it Pinned by True Trading Group so that it looks like in the comments after that we pinned it ourselves. All right, it is complete garbage. It is a lie. Please, nobody fall for this, and I really sincerely hope that everybody goes and reports that channel to YouTube so that it gets taken down. Okay? They comment after all of our live streams. They're impersonating Mike on Facebook. And it is what it is. We're doing the best we can to combat it, but anyone that knows us knows that we put our members and our community first always. And so that's why I interrupted. I wanted you guys to see it in real time, that this is a scam, and just complete garbage. So again, their page is pinned by True Trading Group. Feel free to go and report them to YouTube and Google or whatever you need to do. We will post it down below as well after the stream so that they can go ahead and be reported. And that's it. So Mike, I'm sorry for interrupting. But like somebody else just hit me up in chat about this earlier today, and I can't. I mean, the stones on them to do it during a live stream chat, you know?
Yeah, and that just blew up in their face.
Yeah, good job, guys. You guys are definitely getting your money's worth. So, all right. Sorry, man.
No, we're good, man. Cool. Yeah, Adam, thanks for kind of for that. It's that's actually really important, guys. You know, we don't want anyone to ever there's a lot of scumbags out there, as you guys know, and we don't want any one part of the TGD family, even if you're not part of the TGD family, but if you're just a viewer on the channel, I don't want to make sure that anybody ever gets taken advantage of. Nothing pisses me off more than when people get scammed out of their hard-earned money. And that's kind of part of the reason why, you know, we work so hard on True Trading Group as a whole and have the business model that we do, is because we want to disrupt this entire industry and get rid of all the scammers that are out there and force them to actually provide real value for their members or die. And that's why we've created.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I was literally just about to say that. You know, like we have spent so much energy and so much time to literally go against all of that, right? Because we're not stupid. Mike and I both know that we're in an industry that is shady as all hell. We're not stupid, okay? We know that. But that's part of what drives us, is the ability to really disrupt an industry that has a lot of potential, but that has been taken advantage of. And the people that are here have been hurt previously. You know, so when we see that, it literally goes against everything that we have, you know, that we've worked for.
Yeah.
So, and look, and I don't care if you guys are new and you're not signing up or you just want to listen to the live streams, none of it matters.
And Adam, this goes for Facebook too, because a lot of people tell me
they literally took a picture of your face,
yep,
and put it on Facebook as you and me. That's nice. You know, it's insane. And you know what? I guess this is part of the stuff that just happens when you grow. But damn, dude, like it's you know, I don't want anyone to get hurt.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the thing, right? Like we base our entire, even the people in here, like you'll ask your questions later on about like, hey, who in here is making money and all that stuff. But you know, the truth is that even the people that are not making money in here, all of those people can go ahead and they would tell you, if they're on tonight, that we do actually give a crap about their success and their security and like them as people. So
I'm sorry, I'm laughing because Chef Daddy just goes, yo, I screenshotted that, Mike.
I know. I was expecting Glenny to do it too.
Yeah, I think Glenny probably already did it. Chef Daddy already did it. So I'm gonna get some kind of meme tomorrow.
So look, I don't care if you're on, you know, and that goes for the people that are on here that even still, you know, don't want to, you know, that goes to the people that are on here that even are not members. You know, we don't want you to get taken advantage of either. So that's it, man. Get back to your Q&A, explain tier trading, and I'm gonna go.
All right, man. So yeah, back to the stuff that's gonna help us get better as traders. Back to the stuff that's gonna help us make money, right? Positive energy, good vibes, TTG. That's what I'm talking about. Boom. All right. So the tier trading. So what John is actually talking about, I feel like John asked this question a half hour ago, but John's question to tier tradings. Okay. So for those that don't know what tier trading is, I teach a tier trading strategy. The strategy of tier trading is designed to do two things: help you stay in winning trades longer and help you keep losing trades small. That's the whole point of trading in tiers. And it is damn good at accomplishing just that. My TTG family members, how many of you have instantly gotten better in your trading because of the tier trading strategy? Sound off in chat right now. You guys type the letter I in chat if the tier trading strategy that I've taught you has made you a better trader. Type the letter I in chat right now if the tier trading strategy I taught you has made you a better trader. Guys, I would never, ever, 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 ever trade without the tier trading strategy. Look at all the people that are typing the letter I. These are members that are telling you, hey, I learned the tier trading strategy from Mike. It's made me a better trader. That is what all these letter I's are telling you. So all it really means is you're not exiting your position all at once. You're exiting your position in tiers. So when I get myself into a trade, I identify multiple profit targets. And let's say if I identify 3 profit targets, at profit target 1, I sell 25% of my position. At profit target 2, I sell 50% of my position. At profit target 3, 25% of my position. Instead of selling the entire thing all at once. Okay, first take profit, that first 25%, that's going to help you stay in the winning trade longer. It's also going to help you keep losing trades small, because when you get the first profit target, that resistance level, if it doesn't break and the trade fails, at least now you're getting stopped out on 75% of your position, not 100. And you have a little bit of profit from the 25% position you already sold to cancel out some of the loss in the rest of the position. That allows you to walk away from a losing trade with a small loss. The other thing it allows it to do is by taking that piece of profit off the table on profit target number 1, it gives you a sense of relief and a sense of calmness that you can deal with little pullbacks and jigs and jags, because stocks don't go up in straight lines. I guarantee you that 90% of the people that are on this live stream probably struggle with selling winning trades too soon, because the stock's going up. They're like, yeah. It has one pullback and they panic and they sell. But then what happens? It's just a pullback. It ends up recovering and then it continues higher. The tier trading strategy is designed to get you to be more comfortable dealing with those pullbacks and staying in the trade longer, like I did in ORPH today. ORPH today, guys, I bought it 17 bucks and change, and I sold that thing up at 23. It was a home run trade, but I took profit multiple times along the way, which gave me the confidence to hold through pullbacks and actually sell all the way up at 23. So that's what I teach everybody. That's the tier trading strategy. So to answer your question, John, I know it was a huge, long answer, brother. I'm sorry, but every trade that I enter is not always tier 1 unless I specifically say in my alert, long tier 1. Next question. Guys, how awesome is this pen, by the way? Does anybody see this pen? Can you see what this is? This is a golf club. This is a golf club and it's a pen. It's the coolest pen that I've ever seen in my entire life. And I wanted to share that with you guys. My golf club pen. Guys, go ahead. Keep typing your questions right in chat. I'll take a couple more questions. Where'd I go? There we go. I'll take a couple more questions before we dive into the lessons of the day. I just want to give some time for people to log on. There's about 1,000 people right now that are live with us here. So we'll give a little bit more, give a couple more minutes. I'll take maybe a handful more questions, then we'll get things started. Thoughts on NNDM? I own NNDM in my long-term portfolio. I plan on owning it for several years. I'll just pull it up on the chart for you. Here's NNDM. All right, you got a lot of support down here around 550. Yeah, a lot of support down here around 550. I own NNDM. It's stashed in my long-term portfolio. I don't think it's a trade. I don't think it's a good stock for you to actively trade, but it's a stock I own in my long-term portfolio. I'm going to own this stock for a few years. All right, I bought this stock right there. All right. Next question. What does AMC do tomorrow? I actually think AMC tomorrow, I actually think AMC gets up towards 59 tomorrow, maybe 59 or 60. I think AMC has a green day tomorrow. I think AMC does something like this tomorrow. Okay. I think AMC does something like this tomorrow. So I think tomorrow AMC gets back and tests that resistance level that there is down there in the low 60s. There's a lot of resistance in AMC from like 60 to 62. And I think today's pullback day was low volume, and it actually climbed higher later in the day. And I think the move that this stock made later in the day was a nice one. You know how we had kind of recovered here late into the day. I think AMC just, I don't think we have like a huge breakout day or anything like that, but I think the stock just slowly climbs higher tomorrow.
Mike, you have the wrong, I'm sorry to interrupt, man. You have the wrong chart up for AMC.
What are you talking about?
That's the chart for AMC.
Well played. Well played. I was like, what? I'm like looking at my chart. I'm like, what? What am I doing? Oh, that was good. That was good. Next question. I'm not sure what that question even meant. What cybersecurity stocks are you looking at? You know, what I actually might do? You know what I actually might do is I might put together, because this will take me this will actually take a long time if I was to actually kind of go through this right now. What I actually might do, I did a live stream it's maybe a little over a month ago now, and I went over a list of this is when all of the cyber attacks were going on with like the Colonial Pipeline, and then with the meat distribution company, and they had all these different cyber attacks. What I actually might do is I might maybe put together like a more in-depth report on some of the companies that I'm looking at, and maybe we can do a live stream, and we can like make a PDF link, and we can put it down in the kind of like how we would do like the recaps. Maybe we can do that one day, Adam, where I can put together like a list, and then people can click on it, and then they can see like a list of the cybersecurity stocks that I like. Because if I was to go through that, there's actually a lot of them. There's a pretty big handful of cybersecurity stocks that I like. So for the sake of time, we have a lot to get into here today, but maybe that's something we could do for a future live stream. All right, guys, we'll take maybe like one more question. What do you think about the meme stocks like BB, Workhorse, and Wish? Are they going to the moon like the Wall Street best people say? No, Ronald, like all of the tier 2 meme stocks, I don't like them. You know, Workhorse, Wish, BlackBerry. I actually like BlackBerry more, just from like a fundamental standpoint. I don't like Workhorse. I think Workhorse might be one of the EV companies that fails. Same thing with Lordstown Motors. I don't really like that company either. I'm actually in the camp that I actually believe that a lot of the EV companies that are around now, I think a lot of them are going to go bankrupt and fail. I said this last year when all the EV stocks were going crazy, and everybody ridiculed me on social media when I told everybody, I'm like, guys, everyone was like XPEV, NIO, LI, Fisker, Workhorse, and everyone's going crazy over these stocks. And I'm like, man, sell these stocks, sell these stocks. A lot of these companies are not good companies. that don't have good, that are not in good financial situations, and they're going to need to raise ridiculous amounts of money in order for them to continue operating. And I said, everybody's just sleeping on your regular auto manufacturers. Like, everyone is just assuming that it's like, there's just going to be, oh, electric vehicles are the future, and that's great. But everyone just forgot that all of your current auto manufacturers are also making electric vehicles. The auto market is not big enough to have 10 new brands of car. It's not. Do you think that Honda, Acura, BMW, Porsche, Volkswagen, Mercedes, Cadillac, Ford, Chevy, do you think they're all just going to go away? Of course not. They're all making electric vehicles too. Do you think that the auto, forget the EV market, do you think the auto industry is big enough to have 10 new brands come to the market? No, it's not. You're not going to have 10 brand new companies and new brands come to the market. I personally think outside of Tesla, maybe 2 of the electric vehicle brands actually go on to be major players in the auto space. And if I'm not one to like bet on the EV names, because I believe a lot more in investing in battery technology and charging infrastructure. That's the way that I'm playing the EV sector. Okay. Like, that's what I want to own. Trying to bet on the EV names, I think, is a little more difficult. But if I had to bet 2, I would say NIO, they're backed by the Chinese government, and Lucid, they're backed by the Saudis. I'm not going to bet against those two people. And I think Lucid is a gorgeous car. So I think that, if I had to guess 2 of the automakers outside of Tesla, okay, Tesla's the only EV automaker that I own. Okay, I don't own NIO, XPEV, LI, Workhorse Ride, so I don't own Fisker, I don't own any of those in my long-term portfolio. I just think that 90% of them are gonna fail. Tesla almost went bankrupt twice, and they got a billionaire CEO. Okay, so we have learned from Tesla how cash intensive building an an EV production company actually is. So I just feel like GM, like, you look at these charts, like, here, I'll pull up the charts real quick, guys. Like, I actually did this in chat today. Today with members. Like, okay, let's do a little exercise. Let's pull up a chart of Workhorse. Okay. Wow. Okay. Look at Workhorse. Does that look like a nice chart to you? No, it doesn't. Doesn't look like a nice chart to me either. What about Ride? Does that look like a nice chart to you? No, it doesn't. Right? It doesn't. Let's go to XPEV. Does that look like a nice chart to you? How about LI? Look at how far off the high these stocks actually are. Look at how far off the high it is. But then let's go ahead and take a look at a stock like GM. Well, hold on a second. That looks different. This is General Motors, folks. Look at that. Take a look at Ford. You tell me what chart looks better. If you were to pull up Volkswagen, the reason why I think these are better, like, I actually sent out a tweet today. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, my Twitter handle is @MikeEdward_TTG, @MikeEdward_TTG. I always give you guys trade ideas and like general market commentary. But I said today that Mary Barra, who's the CEO of General Motors, just announced another round of investment into EV. I'm telling you right now, Mary Barra, she's a phenomenal CEO. I really do like her. And I think that she has made General Motors one of the most attractive ways to play the EV market. And I sent out a tweet about that this morning when that news came out, and I said, change my mind. Like, I just think that these are better. So for the meme stocks, it's AMC, it's GameStop, all the others, I don't think that they're going to have the type of moves that you saw in GameStop and AMC. They're the true meme stocks. Those are the ones that have the moon potential. I don't think those other meme stocks like Wish and Workhorse, I don't think they're going to have the same kind of move. Thoughts on reopening stocks, airlines, hotels, cruise lines, etc. Chris Perry, it's funny that you said that because I'm actually starting to plan out my profit taking on a lot of those names. Now, I bought the airlines last year. I bought United Airlines, I think at $24. And I'll pull up a chart. And guys, I did all this on the live stream with you guys when I bought it. And, I told everybody about when I was doing this. But I bought United Airlines. I believe it was right there. I believe right there is where I bought United Airlines in my long-term portfolio. I believe it was that day. That green candle, I believe, is the day that I actually bought it. You can see one hell of a run. I'm up 100% on the position. Okay, I'm up 100% in 1 year. Great. It's 100% in 1 year. Awesome, right? But how much more upside do I think we're going to have in the airlines? And let me explain to you about the airlines specifically. I think the airlines, cruise lines, and hotels are all going to be a little bit different. Or I should say, I think the airlines and hotels are going to be a little bit different compared to the cruise lines, because the cruise lines never really relied on a business aspect. The hotels and the airlines do greatly. The majority of airline profit comes from business travel. Okay, hotels, very similar. Business travel, conferences, all of these different things. Now, my thoughts are that you're going to get such a massive, I think this holiday season is going to be the most heavily trafficked travel season in the history of the statistic. I think that this November, December of this year, I think is going to be the most the most travel on planes that you've ever seen in history. I think you have the most airline passengers November, December that you've ever seen. Why? Because first of all, that's the busiest travel time of the year anyway, right around Thanksgiving. People go home, they go see their families, they go see friends, everybody travels, right? It's the busiest travel time of the year. Last year, people couldn't do that. Last year, people couldn't fly to go see their family for Thanksgiving. They couldn't fly to go be with their family for the holidays. This year, everyone's going to make up for that. This is my opinion. I think you're going to have one more push in the airlines when, you're getting, all the restrictions are being lifted in the US for COVID. You still do have restrictions in Europe. Europe is a little bit behind, but as you get into the back end of the summer and as COVID's really gone, luxury travel is going to pick up. And I think you're going to see just this massive spike in air travel, November, December. That is when I'm going to sell my airlines. And that is when I would also be taking profit off on hotels as well. I'm not really exposed to the hotel industry, but I am exposed to airlines. I plan on taking profit in the airlines by the end of this year, because after that big surge, I think, where's the next catalyst for airlines? Because I do think that business travel will come back, but not at the same rate as it was before COVID. There's going to be a lot of situations now where in 2019, somebody might have said, I got to go to London for this meeting. I got to go to Hong Kong for this meeting. I got to go to Zurich for this meeting. Now they're just going to say, you know what? We can probably do this over a Zoom call. You guys just want to do a Zoom call? Let's just try to see if we can wrap this meeting up on a Zoom call, and we can iron out whatever it is. And then let's see if it's still necessary, then maybe we'll set something up in person. I think you're going to have a lot of that. I think you're really going to have a lot of that. So I think that business travel is really going to lack going into next year, as people still kind of realize, hey, I don't really have to fly 8 hours and spend all that money and for business class tickets and then hotel stays and all that stuff. I think that's going to be a little bit light. So once you get that like consumer and that leisure travel, once that spike happens, but for the holidays, that's going to be my opportunity to just sell. That'll be my opportunity to just sell in the airlines. I'm up 100%. I'm up 100% on this position. I bought it like 24. We're at 55. I'm up over 100%. So, I think that's my game plan with the airlines. And hotels, I think, would be, very similar type of scenario, Chris, for the same reasons. Like, can we get a Palantir chart analysis? Is it winding up or breaking down? I haven't looked at Palantir in the last couple of weeks. Let me see. I don't really like anything. I don't think this is a nice looking chart. And when I say I don't think it's a nice looking chart, that doesn't mean I think the stock's going down. When I say it's not a nice looking chart, is that I don't really see a clear pattern or setup here. I just think it's a very choppy stock. I don't think it's a stock that is a good stock to actively trade. If you believe in Palantir long term, I think it's a fine stock to hold long term. I would have, I don't own it long term, full disclosure. It's not in my long term portfolio. I think the company is just a little too heavily reliant on government contract for a lot of their revenue. And I would like to see the company really expand more into the private sector and start to rely less on government and more, and just expand, clientele base just a little bit, before I put it in my long term. But, you got a lot of support there, around 20 and below 20. The high teens to 20, you got a lot of support down there, but very clear resistance in the mid 20s, 25, 26, 27, really tough area of resistance for Palantir. I don't really see anything that gives me confidence either way, Cassandra. Like, honestly, I don't see anything on the chart that says, yep, this is a buy. And I don't see anything on this chart that says, yep, this is a sell. I really don't. So this is kind of just like one of those charts where I just feel like the stock is just kind of in no man's land. Brother Mike, if I sign up for a week trial with TGD, will the PDT rule be in effect? And please define PDT. Yeah, dude, PDT has nothing to do with True Trading Group. PDT, that's a FINRA and SEC rule. That's not nothing to do with us. That's your broker. TGD is not a broker. We're an education platform. So what the PDT rule is if you have a margin account and you have less than $25,000 in it, okay, if you have less than $25,000 in a margin account, you're bound by the PDT rule. So you can't make more than 3 day trades in a 5-day period. A day trade means you buy today, you sell today. You can't do that more than 3 times in a 5-day period. That's what the PDT rule means. Okay. But a way around the PDT rule is to just use a cash account. Use a cash account. If you use a cash account, you're not bound to PDT. You can trade as many times as you want, but you're bound to only use the cash in your account. So when you have a margin account, you'll get 4 times the buying power. Okay. You'll get 4 times the buying power. It's basically your broker lending you money. That's what margin is. Okay. So if you do that, you're bound by PDT if you have less than 25K. If you use a cash account, you're not bound by PDT, but let's say if you have $5,000 in your account, you can only trade with $5,000, and it's T plus 2 to settle. T meaning trade plus 2 days. So it'll take 2 days for the cash to settle. So like, let's say if you have $5,000 in your account and you put $500 into a trade today, when you sell that stock today, tomorrow, you're only going to have $4,500 in buying power. It's going to take 2 days for the $500 you just used for that trade. It's going to take 2 days for that cash to settle again. But you can make as many day trades as you want as long as you have cash in your account. It's a really common misconception that you need, more than $25,000 in your account to day trade or to make money in the markets. It's simply just not true. A lot of people don't realize that you can just use a cash account and you're not bound to the PDT rule. And the majority of TTG members start off with less than $25,000 in their account. They start with less than 1,000. Well, here, watch this. Guys, my TTG fam, if you're a member, how many of you started with less than $1,000 in your account? And if you don't mind commenting, how much? How much? Yes, Chris, there is interest. All right, so Chris started with $500. Dan, 500. Hector Chavez, 500. Tanya Cable, 250. Ben Di Pasquale, 100. Ronalyn, 500. Mikas, 500. S Trib, 500. YZFR1 guy, 200. Douglas, 1,000. Boo Johnson, 350. Bruce Sears, 500. Tamika, 1,000. Fabiola, 2,000. Mac, 50. Diane Fig, 100. GoFundMe Sour, 150. Mohit, 500. November Ball, 900. Jimmy Benson, 500. Rob, 725. Roger V, 500. Aaron Darden, 800. Andrew Persady, 350. Armando, 750. Kevin, 350. All right. So you guys see it. Oh, yes. Yeah, good point, guys. I'm sorry. Options will settle in one day. I see some of you are commenting options one day. Yeah, so if you're trading a stock, it's 2 days. Options one day. I think that just about does it. That's enough Q&A, guys. We spent 45 minutes doing the Q&A. I think we are good to jump in here. Okay. So guys, what I would like to do here right now is actually, you know, a couple of the questions, a couple of people that were commenting in chat. You know, it seems like this is maybe some of your first times here. So I actually want to know, guys, type the number 1 in chat right now if this is your very first time on a live stream or you're not a member of True Trading Group. Go ahead and type the number 1 in chat right now. All right, we got Joe M, AP, Alper, Charlie Beckerly, Castor Troy, 95, PMF. Wow, Tan Tran, great job. Tan Tran goes, I'm up 300K now. I started with TTG with 120K. Nice, great job. Thook, Jason Eliason, Coolbot Kid, K Will, Kevin Bacon's third cousin, your average user, Nick Rosas, Universal Way Corp, Doughboy, Axa Gaming, John S, Beta Yellow Duran, John Fazio, My Lee, Tex Mass, Ugly Zaya, Zachary, Abigail. Nice. Style by Chrissy. First time seeing our video. Style by Chrissy. Welcome. MR, Carlos Padres, James Bolognini, Terry White, Relatively Real. Well, a lot of new faces on here. A lot of new faces. Look at all these number 1s. This is great. I can't even read I can't even read this many. I can't even read this many. Awesome, guys. I love it. I love seeing so many new faces that are coming on the live streams. Hey, S Trib, welcome to the family. Just joined the group last night at 11 o'clock too. Nice. Really nice. Yeah, great first day today. Hector Chavez just joined yesterday as well. Excellent. Russ just joined up for the trial. This is great. A lot of new members to the TG fam. I love it, guys. Welcome. All of you guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. Guys, listen up. All of you that are brand new, there's a bunch of people I see that have been asking about how to join the program. So I'll just kind of share with you guys a quick little info on that, and then we're going to get into the trade recap on ORPH, which was a 32% gain. I'm going to talk about the setup there. Was my favorite setup. And then we're going to talk about what are some stocks to buy after the Fed announcement that happened here today. So real quick, guys, TTG, those interested in the membership, it's a one price gets you everything. It is a 1-year membership. It's normally $2,212, but from now through midnight, you can get a 42% discount. Brent knocks the price down to $1,280. It's just over $100 a month, folks. Okay, it's just over $100 a month. The next 20 people that sign up tonight are going to get a free Asus, HP, or Lenovo laptop. Yes, we pay for shipping. Yes, we pay globally. All you guys, oh, yes, we ship globally. All you got to do is use the coupon code TTG121. Okay, you use that coupon code, it'll knock the price all the way down to $1,280. That's a 42% discount. And the first 20 people to use that code will get a brand new free laptop. It's our gift to you for joining the family. All right. 20 laptops. They're first come, first serve. They'll probably be sold out before midnight, so I wouldn't wait. I wouldn't wait, guys. There's no add-ons, there's no upsells, there's no extras or anything like that. What you're training, you pay one price, get access to every single thing that we have. That's our entire curriculum. It's a 17-course curriculum. It's a simplified version of the stuff I learned when I was working at the fund in New York. It's broken down into beginner and advanced courses, option courses, trader psychology, crypto, swing trading. You name it, we've got it in text and video format. You also get Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed right in our chat room. You get Quote Media's full book level 2. That's full market maker depth level 2. You get TradingView's Pro Plus charting software. It's one of the most commonly used charting softwares by traders. You also get our Trade Ideas scanner. Gets streamed live to our members during the day, which shows you what are the best stocks to trade during the day, small caps, mid caps, and large caps. You also get a simulator, which will let you trade stocks and options with fake money with real-time data while you practice implementing what you learn in the courses. Access to our chat room, which it's badass. It really is. It's not like Discord or Telegram or WhatsApp or anything like that. It's a proprietary software. Me and the mods, we share our screen. We're live on the microphone. We're sending out trade alerts real time. You can send us DMs, ask us questions. We're there the whole day. We're not gone after 2 hours. And the mods are currently sporting about an 83% win rate collectively in chat. We do live workshops and webinars every week. We do one-on-one mentor sessions. We do small private study groups. We've got our small account challenge that's going to be starting up here soon. We're going to have actually $100,000 in cash prizes for the small account challenge. And we do a lot of fun stuff with giveaways. We do a lot of fun stuff with our members. Every time we get 300 new members, we give away a Tesla or 30K cash. It's up to the winner. The winner chooses cash of the car. All right. And the first 20 people, remember guys, the first 20 people are going to get that 42% discount, and you're going to get a brand new laptop. I signed up and got my laptop delivered. Oh, I missed it. Got my laptop today. Thank you. Nice, Joseph. Delivered up to Edmonton, Alberta, Canada in less than a week. Awesome. Nice. Yeah. See, I'm serious. I'm not kidding. Look, see, you guys get a free laptop if you guys sign up. The first 20 people to use that code. Now, listen, you have to actually enter the coupon code, guys. Okay, you actually have to enter it and click apply code to get the discount. All right, and you see that little the laptop icon that's on the page. That's how you know you're one of the 20. When you go to your checkout, you'll see the laptop there. If you go to your checkout and there is no laptop there, that means that they're all gone. That means they're all gone. All right, and we got a money back guarantee too, folks. Okay, I'll show you guys the platform later. But guys, if you sign up with that coupon code, if you don't make back the $1,280, if you don't make that membership fee back at least one time during your membership, after completing all the courses, passing the quizzes, and attending a private study group, if you do those 3 things and you still have not made back that membership fee at least once, I'll give you all your money back. I'll give you a full refund. Dead serious. That's how confident that I am in this program and in the education that we've created. Okay, so you get a money back guarantee. It's right there on the website. I shit you not. That's how much I believe in this program, because the reality is that 80% of our members are successful. Okay, and that's why I'm confident enough to offer you that money back guarantee. All right, guys, let's do it. Let's dive into the lessons here of the day. The first one I want to talk to you about is ORPH. This was where I made all my money today. All right, this is where, not all of it, this is where I made the bulk of it. All right, this is where I made the bulk of my money. I made a little bit of money on TRCH, nothing to write home about. But ORPH was the big one. All right, ORPH was the big one. So we're going to go ahead, guys. I'm going to break this down for you, and I'm going to show you. This actually was one of my favorite chart patterns. I'm going to show you guys how we do. I'm going to show you guys this setup, what it is, and how to trade it. We're going to talk about it all here right now. First, what you will notice, okay, right here, let me actually pan this over so you can see this. Brad and Anila, welcome. Brad and Anila, everyone, my TGD fans, a big warm welcome to Brad and Anila. Welcome to the TGD family. Guys, 18 laptops left. Brad and Anila just took 2 of them. There's 18 of them left. Okay, so now what I want to show you guys right now, ORPH, that's your high of the day. Okay, there's your high of the day. There it is. I'll draw a line right across the high of the day. Okay, there it is. There's your high of the day. Now, you see we broke through the high of the day. Okay, you see we broke through the high of the day. Okay, broke through it, but with what? Heaviest volume of the day. When a stock breaks through the high of the day with the heaviest volume of the day, the chances that that previous high becomes support increases. Okay, it's not going to always be support. Nothing works 100% of the time in trading. Nothing ever, there's no pattern, there's no indicator, there's no setup, no strategy. Nothing works 100% of the time. Stop looking for it. It doesn't exist. Trust me. If it did exist, they would have taught me it when I worked at the fund. Okay, so we have to look for setups that just give us the highest probability of a setup working in our favor. Okay, so this is what we're going to look for. The heavier the volume on the break, the greater the chance that high becomes support. Yes, Thomas Colton, nice job. Thomas goes, I followed Mike's alerts while at work and made 30% gain on my lunch break. Thank you, Mike. Thomas, great job, man. Really great job. Really great job. Guys, how many, I'm going to take a pause real quick with the lesson because I see that's just awesome, Thomas, because this actually is not an easy stock to trade if you're not in front of a computer because it was really volatile. But really big common misconception is that, if you work a full-time job that you guys can't make money trading. And that's also just simply not true. Very common misconception. How many of my TGD members, how many of you guys are killing it right now while working a full-time job? Sound off in chat, type the letter I and tell me what is your profession. Type the letter I in chat if you're killing it while working a full-time job and what's your profession. I think it'd be helpful for some viewers that are not members. I think it'd be helpful for them to see that, even if they work a full-time job, they can still do this. Janitor, cloud security engineer, event producer, construction, production manager, shipbuilder, manager, janitor, paramedic, a diamond setter, legal, supply chain, aerospace and defense manufacturing. That's badass. Clayton, welcome to the family. Clayton, welcome to the TGG fam. Fleet account manager, guitarist. Oh, air guitarist. Enterprise sales, IT director, welder. You guys get the point. So you guys can see these are all people that are typing away in chat. These are TGG members. They're telling you guys they work full-time jobs. They're still making money in TTG. All right. So let me go back here. I'll dive back into ORPH. So like I said, guys, you've got the heaviest volume of the day. Guys, 16 laptops left. 16 laptops left. All right. We had 20. We now have 16. Welcome, Christy. Christy, welcome to the TGG fam. Folks, 16 laptops left. All right, so here we go. Heaviest volume of the day increases the chances that that previous high becomes support. But what else do we want to look for? Okay, we want to look for other support indicators, okay, to give us confidence. And what I actually did here was I went out to the daily chart, and this is why another lesson I want you guys to take from this. You have to use multiple time frame charts when you're trading. You have to use multiple time frames. You can't just only look at one time frame chart. When I'm trading, okay, my chart looks like this. 4 different time frames. Okay? 4 different. This is what my screen looks like when I'm like when I'm in mid action. A 3-minute, a 5-minute, a 15-minute, and I also sometimes will make this 15-minute an hour. And then a daily chart. Now that's important. I'm just going to go back to the other view just because it's easier for you all to see. So I'm going to go back to the single time frame view. Okay. And what I did was go out to a 15-minute chart and I pan this back. And what do you notice? What do you notice all the way back here? Let's actually pan it in so we can zoom in a little bit closer. Okay. And you will notice that we have a gap entry here. What's a gap entry? Gap entry. When you have a big gap down, okay, when you have a big gap down like this, like you said, we had this big gap down on the 11th. So the stock was at 2140. Then you had the gap down that took it all the way down to 1125. That's a gap. Okay, that's a gap. The high of the gap is called a gap entry. Okay, so gap entry points can be areas of resistance, as you can see right here, gap entry point. Well, that gap entry point lines up dead even, okay? That gap entry point lines up even with what? That's that same line. I didn't touch that line. Now let's go back to the 3-minute chart. That line is still on my screen. Well, look at that. That's the same line. So not only did we get the heaviest volume of the day on the break through the high of the day, but we got the heaviest volume of the day on the break through the gap entry point. That's what gives me confidence now. Now I can say to myself, okay, now I've got multiple support indicators. Okay, now I've got multiple support indicators because what else is here? I'll be damned. The 38.2 Fibonacci retracement level lines up dead even with the previous high of the day, which lines up with the gap entry point. Those are 3 key support indicators, all lining up at the same price. That is what gave me the confidence to get long ORPH right there. With a stop loss below this support level. Now, what is this pattern that we're actually looking at here? What is this called? Folks, I call this a TTG triangle. Okay? I call this a TTG triangle. For those that are experienced traders, you will notice that a TTG triangle is a type of what is commonly known as an ABCD pattern. ABCD patterns, very common chart patterns, but a TTG triangle is when an ABCD pattern appears with very specific criteria. It's basically a grade A ABCD setup, okay? And you get the heaviest volume of the break through the high of the day. You get the pullback to retest the high. That becomes support. You have other support indicators that converge on that same price point. And then you get a nice little, okay, descending trend line across these lower highs that creates the triangular pattern that is the TTG triangle. The concept here is you want to get long inside of this triangle, and then you look for the break out of the triangle and you get the follow through. This is exactly what happened here today with us on ORPH, and it was an absolute thing of beauty. You also want to look for, while the stock is putting in the triangle formation, you want volume to be lighter than it was on the way up. So you see how the volume on the break through the high, see how the volume on the break through the high, how the volume was increasing, and then now on the pullback and the consolidation, you see how the volume is much lighter. That's exactly the volume profile that you want to see for this type of a setup. Increasing volume on the break through the high, decreasing volume on the pullback and the consolidation. Then once you break out of the triangle, you want to see volume pick back up again. And what do you see happen? Volume picked back up again. So again, look at this. Increasing volume on the break through the high, decreasing volume on the pullback and consolidation, and then increasing volume once again on the break out of the triangle. And you get this huge rip all the way up to 24 bucks. And I was just peeling profits off on this trade, guys, as we went along the way. Okay, I was taking profits off here. I took more profits here. I took more profits here. And then my final take profit was right there. It was a home run. It was an absolute home run. If my THD fam, if you guys made money on ORPH today, I want you guys sound off in chat. Let me know. Let me know how you guys did today. I love seeing when the whole team wins. You guys can just let me know. I love hearing about it. I love hearing about it. So now I have no position on this stock now. It will be on watch for tomorrow. Okay. It will be on watch for tomorrow. But, you know, I'm not really too crazy about the price action after that rally. The other thing that I want to point out to you, and I just want to, this is kind of just a separate thing. Bruce, welcome to the TT family, brother. Everyone give a big warm welcome to Bruce. So the other thing I want to point out to you is remember this rule. I told you guys that you're going to learn, and I'm going to drop some golden nuggets and some great lessons during these live streams. So hopefully you guys are taking some pretty good notes. But remember this. It is extremely difficult for a stock to rally in the morning, rally during lunchtime. Nice. Brian, I made money picking up my kids from soccer camp. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yes, 3K for Leonard. Awesome. Great job, guys. Really great job. Killed it, Mike. Yeah, Jeff. Great job, man. 3,500. Yes. Sousa. Great job, man. Kathy. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you for 2 green days. Yes. Ed O'Hara. Guys, Ed O'Hara has been part of the group for 2 days. Been killing it these last 2 days. A great start to the membership, Ed. First of many, brother. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. Okay, so again, so remember what I'm saying. So part of the reason why I really wanted to get myself flat on this move is because, like you said, if you did, okay, here's the morning session. Okay, the morning session, the stock rallied, right? And then now you have the afternoon session. I mean, the lunchtime session, stock also rallied. The morning session is from 9:30 to 12 Eastern. That's the morning. Lunchtime is from 12 to 2. The afternoon is from 2 to 4. It's extremely difficult for a stock to rally in the morning session, rally in the lunchtime session, and continue to rally in the afternoon session. Extremely difficult. So when you see that, when you rally in the morning and you rally in the lunchtime, usually I try to take my profits off during lunchtime because it's very difficult. Not to say it's impossible for a stock to continue higher in the afternoon, but it's very difficult. The stock gets tired. The stock runs out of steam. And what happened with ORPH? It ran out of steam. Okay, so for those of you that like to short stocks, remember this rule for short entries on morning and lunchtime rallies. Look for short entries for afternoon plays. And for those of you that are long traders, remember this so you can take profit when you get a morning rally and then you're long a stock and then you get a lunchtime rally. Make sure you're taking that profit and you're paying yourself. Guys, we got 15 laptops left, folks. 15 laptops left. I told you they are not going to last. Okay, they will be gone before midnight. You have up until midnight to get the 42% discount. Joined Monday after watching evenings for 6 months. Thank you, Michael Edward and TTG. I'm glad. Oh, wow, Ed. That's awesome, dude. Hey, Ed, was it worth the wait? I got to ask you, Ed, was it, now that you finally joined after 6 months of watching the live streams, was it worth it? Are you enjoying your 2 days? I know you're enjoying it because I saw you in chat today. I know you've been killing it these last 2 days. But so that's ORPH, guys. Those are the lessons I want you to take away from ORPH. Okay. And what I'm going to do here now. All right. What I'm going to do here now is talk to you guys about a couple of stocks that I think you can buy now that I think are going to outperform over the next year. All right. So that's kind of the next part of this live stream. Okay. So let's just talk real quick. Let me just pull the chart down just for a second. Okay. Pull the chart down just for a second. Let's talk about what happened today with the Fed. Okay. Now I thought that, and I feel so silly saying this but here's what I thought the Fed should have done. But I feel silly saying this because, guys, I'm a humble dude. Believe me, Jerome Powell and the members of the Federal Reserve, they are the smartest economic minds that this world has to offer. Okay. They know a hell of a lot more than I do. So I always do kind of feel silly when I'm like, well, this is what I think they should have done. Who the hell am I? Right. But what I think they should have done is I think they should have gave some some clarity on tapering the asset purchase program. I, for one, am in the camp that I believe that the economy is doing well enough that we do not still need the same amount of stimulus that we needed 6 months ago. I don't. I don't think the Federal Reserve needs to continue to buy $120 billion worth of assets every single month. I don't think they need to anymore. I think the credit markets, I think things are stable, and they're a lot more stable than people thought they were going to be this quickly. So I think that the longer the Fed does this, the greater the chance you have of inflation running hot. Welcome, Sesharo. Welcome to the TG fam. So there was never any doubt that the Fed was going to keep rates at zero. Nobody thought that the Fed was going to raise rates. If they did, we'd be having a much different conversation on this live stream. We would have been down 1,000 points easy, probably even more. But the real thought was, is the Fed going to give some clarity on their asset purchasing? Are they going to taper that a little bit? They're going to stop buying $120 billion every single month of assets. And I think that not that they should have said, hey, starting tomorrow, we're going to stop. But I feel like they should have had a timeline today. I feel like today they should have announced, okay, guys, listen, things are really good. Over the next, by July or August, we're going to, instead of buying 120 billion, we're going to only buy, 80 billion. Like, we're going to begin tapering our asset purchasing. I think that's what they should have done. Now, the market would not have liked that. The markets would have sold off on that. But I think it's the right thing to do. I think that inflation is becoming a problem. I know the Fed keeps saying that inflation is transitory, meaning they think inflation is going to spike this year into next, and then it's going to settle again. So the Fed actually just readjusted their inflation forecast up to 3.4%. That's high. 3.4% is high. But then they think that the very next year it's going to drop to 2.4 or 2.5, and the very next year after that it's going to drop to 2. And 2 is their mandate. 2, well, not their mandate. 2 is where they is their forecast. Okay, that's where they want to be. They want inflation to be at 2%. Now, a lot of the core CPI data and PPI data that has come out in the last couple of weeks is showing everyone that inflation is actually much higher and is much faster than initially expected. So I think that this is just a clear sign that, hey, Fed, I know you guys keep saying you're not concerned about inflation, but all the inflationary data that continues to come out in the markets is telling us that it's above expectation. So almost every inflationary data point that exists, when it's come out over the last few weeks, has been higher than the expectation. That's worrisome for me. Okay, that tells me that, hey guys, you might need to move a little bit sooner than you thought. So that's why I think that they should have given us a timeline to start to taper the asset purchases. They didn't. They did nothing. They kept interest rates at zero, which they should have, and they're still going to continue to buy 120 billion of assets every month. They didn't change anything. The longer you do that, the longer, the more chance it has to just continue to brush the fire of inflation. And that's a very dangerous game. You do not want to play chicken with inflation because it's so delayed. Once you realize inflation once you realize inflation's a problem, it's too late. Because it's like turning a cruise ship. That's why monetary policy is one of the most difficult economic jobs, or the most difficult economic job in the world. I'm sorry, I think it is. Because the actions that you do today will not be felt for 6 months. So That's a very long window of margin of error. And if you wait too long, it's too late. You can't stop. It's like if inflation, like once it gets to us, it's like when you go sleigh riding, right? And you sit down on the sleigh at the top of the hill and you wiggle, you get yourself ready. But if you wiggle just a little too much, you start to roll. And then once you start going, it's too late. You can't stop and get yourself back up on top of the hill. It's too late, right? The momentum of that gravity pulling you down the hill, it's too late. You're sucked into the gravity. You're going down the hill. But there's a point when you're at the top of the hill that if you start to go, you can put your feet in the ground, then you can stop yourself and you can just get yourself situated. I know everybody can relate to this, right? Except everyone that grew up, maybe Adam because he lives in Florida and Miami. Everyone else, you guys get it. You guys get my analogy. Look at him. You guys get my analogy. So that's why it's so difficult to kind of get in front of inflation. Okay, because it's too late if you wait too long. And what concerns me is that I feel like the Fed should have did something today to start to get in front of it. And I feel like if they don't do anything now until their next meeting, and now their next meeting, they start to talk about, here's a taper schedule. I feel like that's a problem. I feel like it might be too late because all the inflation data is telling us that inflation's hot. Inflation's higher than we thought. So the reason why the markets dropped initially was because we actually went from more than half. There's 18 members of the Fed. More than half of them think that we're raising rates in 2023. But what really shook markets up is that the amount of members that think we're going to raise rates at least once or twice next year, it was 4, now it's 7. It was 4, now it's 7. That's why the markets didn't like the announcement today from the Fed, because the markets got scared. They feel like, okay, well, if that many more members think that they're going to raise rates sooner than we initially thought, that scared the markets a little bit. Okay, that scared the markets a little bit. So that's why the markets dropped. So I think with that being said, that we're going to be in a pretty strong inflationary environment going into next year. I do think inflation is going to run a little bit too hot. So here's a couple of different stocks that I think are good places that you can park some cash. And again, listen, guys, this is my opinion. All right, I'm not a licensed financial advisor. Okay, this is my opinion. I'm giving you a list of stocks that I think are going to do well in a high inflation environment. Now, what are some of the sectors that do well in inflationary environments? Commodities and metals, REITs, financials. Okay, those are some of the sectors that do the best in inflationary environments. High growth tech names will tend to underperform. So I'm going to go through, I'll pull up the charts to go along with it. I'm going to give you guys a list of stocks that I think are pretty good ideas going into the next 12 to 24 months. Okay. And I'm going to start with kind of the commodities and the metals sector. One company that I really do like is Freeport. Okay. Freeport, ticker symbol FCX. Okay. This is one that I think will do well. If this gets anywhere near like 30, 32, I think that's a great place. Okay, 30, 32, I think is a good place. Freeport is copper. Okay, Freeport is copper. Now, the price of copper has skyrocketed during COVID. And you can see the price of Freeport has skyrocketed along with it. Okay, Freeport went from $6 to $40. Okay, $6 to $40. And I think that this trend can continue. The stock has had a pretty significant pullback, but I do think the low 30s is a good area for Freeport. And I think that this is one stock can do well in an inflationary environment. Another one is a gold company. We're going to be looking at Newmont. Okay, Newmont, There you go. That's pretty good. Ticker symbol NEM. Okay, Newmont, ticker symbol NEM. Now, what I want to point out to you with NEM is that NEM has major resistance up here, folks, around 70. Major resistance around 70. So not only is this a fundamental play, but this is also a bit of a technical play. Okay, you'll see here you have this double top up here around 70. This is a weekly chart, by the way. You got to go all the way back to 2011 and then here in 2020. Well, now as I zoom this in, you can see that we have recently broken above this level. In May, Newmont made new highs and broke above this level. Okay, we have now since pulled back in. If $70, if this area holds support, okay, if this area holds and we get ourselves back above 70, and if you see something like this, let me just move this over. You see something like this on Newmont Mining, I think you're looking at a strong technical buy signal, and I think you're also looking at a strong fundamental buy signal. Okay, you also have decreasing volume here on these volume candles during this multi-week pullback on Newmont. All right, so I'm going to look to see if Newmont is able to find its footing here in the high 60s. If you see Newmont like next week, it's at like 71, 72. I think that's a technical buy signal. All right. Next is Barrick Gold, ticker symbol GOLD, Barrick Gold. Okay, one of the largest gold companies that's out there. The reason why I'm going to be looking at gold, guys, is because typically you're going to be seeing in real high inflationary environments, gold will typically perform pretty well. If inflation does run really out of control, you're talking about, I think gold gets to, $2,200 to $2,500 an ounce. If inflation does really run hot. And as the price of gold goes up, you guys have to think about, the costs necessarily don't change much unless, oil and water and those type of things for mining. But if the product that they're mining out of the ground, if the price of it goes up, their margins and their profits go up. So that's ticker symbol GOLD. Okay. So those are three mining and metals and commodities, type of plays. Prasanna, welcome to the TTG family. Everyone give Prasanna a big warm welcome. 13 laptops left, folks. I told you they're not going to last long. They're not going to last till midnight. Okay, so that's Barrick Gold. Now, for financials, out of all the banks, I like JP Morgan the best. I own JP Morgan. My long-term portfolios I have with JP Morgan Wealth Management. I love Jamie Dimon. I think he's one of the best CEOs in the financial sector. And in a rising rate environment, banks do well. And I want exposure to, banks that can take advantage of that increase in interest rates. And I just think that JP Morgan is one of the best run banks. I also do like Morgan Stanley. Morgan Stanley is another good one, but JP Morgan is kind of one of my top picks. All right. Now let's get into some of the REITs. Okay. I've got 4 different REITs that I have eyes on. Okay, one of those REITs is a stock that one of our moderators and partners, Jason the Wolf, a REIT Street Spatafora, has actually talked to you guys about several times in the past, and that's IIPR. Okay, that's IIPR. IIPR is, I believe, the only publicly traded REIT that specializes in the marijuana and cannabis space. Now, I'm a big believer and I'm very bullish on the cannabis sector. I think it's only a matter of time. It's not a matter of if, but rather a matter of when we legalize marijuana in the United States. Okay. And IIPR is one way that I think you guys can really play this space. This stock has been on an absolute tear from the March low, went from $50 all the way to $220. And now you have really good support on IIPR right around the low 160s. So if you can get a pullback into the low 160s on IIPR, I think that's a great place to start to get your feet wet. Okay. Next, this one, you know, I just like this one, DLR. They have increased their dividend for 15 consecutive years. I just kind of like that. Like I like that they've increased their dividend for 15 consecutive years. You're doing a great job on the TG live stream tonight and every night. My man. Thanks, Jamie. Appreciate you, Jamie. Jamie's listening in. Jamie's listening in tonight, guys. So yeah, so DLR, I like that. They have increased their dividend for 15 consecutive years. You have a strong double top here at 165. Okay, you got a strong double top there at 165. But I think that this is more of kind of a dividend type of play and is a little bit more of a safer kind of REIT type of play. A lot of these REITs are going to pay you some pretty decent dividends. IRM is one of the highest dividends that's out there, 8.7% for IRM. Okay, ticker symbol IRM. Again, guys, these are REITs. Okay, these are REITs. Okay, IRM. What I want to point out to you guys with IRM also, IRM, a very strong technical breakout through 40. Very strong technical breakout. That's why I really like IRM, because you got an 8.7% dividend. But folks, this is a weekly chart. Look at the insane resistance that there was at 41. Look at this resistance that there was at 41. We have just broken through it. Now that we are above that level, if this stock pulls back anywhere near 41, 42, I think that is a beautiful entry point. And I think you're looking at a stock that's got maybe, 10, 15% upside on the stock itself with an 8.7% dividend. I like it. I like it. Okay. So that's IRM. And then also AMT. The reason why I like AMT, this is a REIT that, again, here's another double top setup, strong resistance at 270. Look for a breakout above 270, and then you watch for 270 to become an area of support. Okay, you look for that to become then an area of support. Why I like AMT, guys, AMT is actually in the telecom space. It's a REIT, but they're in the telecom space. They've got 41,000 sites in the US, but they have 75,000 sites in India. India, I think, is one of the hottest areas in the world from a telecom standpoint, with obviously the population, but there is such an opportunity there for like companies like Apple to really grow their customer base and get iPhones into India. And the fact that this company actually has more sites in India, 75,000 versus 41,000 in the US, shows me that they have a really big focus there. And I think that population, there's a lot of growth in the telecom space when it comes to India specifically. And that's why I like AMT. All right. And then last but not least, I've got two other companies that I want you guys to take a look at. If inflation is going to run hot, discount retailers, right? Discount retailers. If the price of, that's amazing. That's actually incredible. If the price of bread and milk and eggs and everything is going to go up, I'm looking for people to start to, and the price of just everything, food and materials and goods, I'm going to look for people to start to go to discount retailers. Costco is just a phenomenal company. I love Costco. I love the Costco store. Discount retailer, I think that's one place that you can look at. And then also Dollar Tree, DLTR, Dollar Tree, another discount retail play where if the cost of goods continues to go up, I think you're going to get a lot more people might gravitate towards, go away from a Walmart and then move themselves, or a Target, and move themselves towards a Dollar Tree or a Costco and get some of those discount stores. I think are worth keeping an eye on if we're going to be in a real high inflationary environment. All right. There you have it, folks. That is the list of stocks that I've got for you that I think may perform well in a high inflation environment. Now, again, this really, these stocks are going to be good, I think, if the Fed is wrong, and if inflation runs hot and it's not transitory, and inflation becomes a real serious problem, these are some of the stocks that I think might do well. Okay, if the Fed is right and inflation is not that big of a concern, then you're going to want to look elsewhere. Okay, but the fact that the Fed did not do anything today tells me that I think they might be behind inflation, and this is kind of what I'm thinking about. All right, cool, get it, got it, good. All right, folks, what I would like to do here right now is actually see how many people that are on the live stream are not members of True Trading Group. If you're not a member of True Trading Group, guys, type the letters TTG in chat right now. SRT Red Eye, Charlie Beckerly, Janae, Christopher, Candy, T-Bone, Ali Reza, Billy Oaks, M User, C the Hens, N Humphrey, Anna S, Thook, Rod McLean. Oh no, sorry, Rod. DTS Victor, Fernando, Sam E, Nuke Gang, Mr. Hits, Javier Jimenez, Joe B, Edo, Mac Rizzo, Brooks Hamilton, Scott, My Guide, Sam Holiday, Mr. C Buzz, Matthew, Teresa Detweiler. Guys, this is great. Marco Fortunato, welcome, guys. All of you, welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, welcome to, wow, guys, the SPY is actually continuing lower. While we've been doing this live stream, the SPY is moving lower already. So we're already back down to 420. We were 421 when we started. All right. So listen, for those of you that just typed the letters TTG in chat, you've got to understand something, first and foremost. I talk honestly about things on here. All right. I'm fully transparent. I don't sugarcoat anything. I don't blow smoke up your ass. Trading is not a get rich quick scheme. You're not going to join True Trading Group and make $1 million tomorrow. You got to be willing to put in some time, energy, and effort to learn a skill. It's just like learning any other skill. It's not going to happen overnight, but you got to be willing to put in some effort if you want to ever succeed at it. And whether the markets are up, down, left, right, center, we're making money in True Trading Group. More importantly, they're becoming better traders. And if you don't believe me, I want you to watch this. My THD fam, sound off in chat right now if you are making money and you are becoming a better trader because of True Trading. Go ahead, sound off in chat right now. Let them know. If you're making money and you are becoming a better trader because of TTG, I want you guys to sound off in chat right now and let them know. Now listen, all of you that type TTG, I want you to pay attention to the right side of this screen. All right? I want you to pay attention to these comments. These are TTG members telling you that they're becoming better traders, telling you that they are making money. And there is absolutely no difference between them and you. They've got a full-time job. They knew nothing when they started. They had a small account. All the excuses that you think that you have for yourself, they had them. And here they are telling you, hey man, I've been in your shoes. I took the leap. I got an education. I joined the fam. And now here I am making money, becoming a better trader. They found TTG same way you did, folks. And that's a live stream. All right. Now, listen, it is important for me to say, okay, although who's making money, and it's great to recognize those that are having success. And, although 80% of our members are successful, they're doing well, meaning they're making money and they're becoming better traders. But I made 240% on a SPY put today from what I've learned from TGD, all while waiting on customers. That is awesome. It's awesome. Beautiful. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Let it be known, TTG is the real. We make profits because we are educated. Hell yeah. Bam. Boom. Hell yeah. Yes, I knew nothing. And in a month, I'm halfway out of PDT rule. That's incredible. Great job. In just 1 month, you're halfway out of PDT rule. That's awesome. That's really, really awesome. Really great job. Really great job. So like I was saying, guys, although, oh wow, an autism teacher and you're making money, it's a very tough job. It's a very tough job. Signed up after my friend turned 25K to 1 million in a year. That's sick. That's awesome. Welcome. Welcome to the fam. Congrats for your friend. Congrats to your friend. That's amazing. So like I was saying, guys, as awesome as it is to see all these comments about like people that are doing well and having success, 80% of our members are doing well. But that means that 20% are still struggling. Well, we leave no trader behind in True Trading Group, guys. That's why we hold Red to Green workshops every month. These are live events that we have struggling members submit questions and topics that they need help with. And myself and the rest of, and some of the other moderators, we spend several hours in a live chat in a workshop, and we cover these topics and lessons that they need help with. We record the whole thing. We load it up to the video library after the fact so that people can go back and check it out later. I know it's not possible to have a 100% success rate, but doesn't mean we can't try for it. So like I said, we leave no trader behind in True Trading Group, guys. But it's equally as important for me to recognize those that are struggling as it is to congratulate those that are having success. Like I said, I talk honestly with you guys here. I'm never going to blow smoke up your ass. All right. Now listen, guys, TTG, at the end of the day, it's a business, right? It's a hell of a business. But the business is only as good as the members are actually doing. And, we've got to get up every day. We got to earn the trust and support of our members. Yes, that means well long after they've paid their yearly membership fee. We don't take it lightly, the responsibility and the trust that we're given. So we work hard every day to continue to earn that. These are people's lives that we're talking about. When someone is able to become successful at this, it's life-changing. It's life-changing for them and their families. And we don't take that responsibility lightly. All right. And that's why, that's why we work as hard as we do, 12 to 15 hours a day on this platform and on our members to make sure they can continue to get the support and the value that they need to achieve their goals. Now, listen, guys, all of you that type to TTG, no one's going to do the work that's needed for you to reach your goals. It's you. It's up to you. You got to be willing to put in the work. But it starts with getting the right education, having access to the right tools, being part of the right community. That's what True Trading Group is all about. So again, how many laptops? We have 13. We got 13 laptops left, guys. All right, we got 13 laptops left. So a 1-year membership to True Trading Group, it is normally $2,212, but from now until midnight, you can get a 42% discount, brings the price all the way down to just $1,280. And the next 13 people will get a brand new free laptop, either an Asus, HP, or Lenovo. All right. Yes, we even cover the shipping. We ship globally. It is just our gift to you for joining the TTG fam. All right, use coupon code TTG121 to claim that laptop and to get that 42% discount. There's no upsells, pay one price, get access to everything. As a member of True Trading Group, you are going to get access to the top premium trading tools and products because we bundle them together as part of your True Trading Group membership. Okay, included with your membership is going to be Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed. This is a live, breaking up to the second news alert service that's directly inside of our chat room. I can't tell you guys how many times we've made money or saved money by getting some type of news alert fast, instantly, that has allowed us to maneuver and either exit a trade or enter a trade to take advantage of the price action. This is completely free with your membership. It is all included. Then you're also going to get access to quote streams, real-time level 1 and full book level 2. This comes with a trade simulator that lets you trade stocks and options with fake money so you can practice implementing what you've learned in the courses, take advantage of it, use it. Prove to yourself you can make money on the sim before you start trading with real money. Then you're also going to be getting access to our Trade Ideas scanner. Okay, this is streamed to our members live every day. It shows you, what stocks are making new highs, what stocks have an unusual volume surge, small caps, large caps, mid caps. Really just shows you what are the best stocks that you should be trading on any given day. Then you're going to get access to our TradingView Pro charting software. This is one of the most commonly used charting softwares. All right, it's yours free. All of these things I'm showing you, they're all included with your membership for $1,280. You don't pay $1 more for any of this stuff. Then you're getting at least 10 easy to follow, actionable real-time alerts per week from a community of traders currently sporting about an 83% win rate. We are fully transparent, folks. We keep a trading journal on our website that tracks every buy and every sell that our moderators make. This way you can follow along with all of our trades and see how you would be doing had you been following along with every alert. Fully transparent, folks. It's all right there for you to see. Then we also are going to give you one small private study group with a THD moderator. This is your chance to ask questions, go over lessons and topics that you need help with. And then you've got the entire curriculum. Guys, you get the entire curriculum as a member of True Trading Group. There are no special VIP pro courses that cost more money. They are broken down into beginner and advanced courses, okay? Option courses, swing trading, crypto, trader psychology, you name it, we've got it, all in text and video format. Then on top of that, we've got a video library that has over 100 hours of additional educational video content. These are workshops and webinars that we've conducted, like how to grow a small account, how to trade while working a full-time job, just to name a couple of them. Then you guys have access to our chat room where, like I said, you can private message me or any of the other moderators during the day, ask us questions. We're there the whole day with you. We're not gone after 2 hours. You'll have to fend for yourself. Now, the next question you should probably be asking is, why do you give all that away for just $12.80? Because guys, all those other things, those are all things that you would pay for on your own anyway. We include them with the membership. What I want you to do right now, I want you all to type the letter I in chat if you've been a part of another trading group or promised the world only to feel like you were just another $1,000 upsell away from reaching your goals. Type the letter I in chat right now if that's happened to you. There you go. Look at all these letter I's. Yes, Jeremy Wallback. We also do short, Jeremy. Yes. All right, guys. So you see all these letter I's. All these letter I's that you see coming through chat. This is why we do it. It shouldn't be this way. It shouldn't be this difficult for people to actually get themselves an education. So that's why we do it. We want to disrupt this entire industry. But at the same time, you've got to know your worth in life. We know that our membership is worth so much more than $12.80 with all the things that you're getting, because all those things are very expensive if you were to pay for them on your own. So that's why we are going to be moving the price of our membership up to $2,500. We'll be over $2,000 before you guys know it. That's still a fraction of the value that you guys are actually getting from what the price really should be. All right. So use coupon code THD121, lock in the $12.80 price point now before the price gets up to $2,500. And get yourself that free laptop. Also, we got about 13 of those laptops left, folks. All right. So speaking of value, that Benzinga newsfeed alone costs $1,188 a year if you paid for it on your own, not as a member. That's almost your entire membership right there. The membership's only $12.80. The Benzinga newsfeed is $1,188. For $100 more, you get the entire membership and the newsfeed. The real-time level 2 with the full book, $990 a year from CoachStream. The simulator, $750 a year. The charting software from TradingView, $720 a year. Just those 4 things. If you paid for them on your own, they'd cost you $3,648 a year. You get them all included when you join TTG and pay just $12.80. This is what I'm saying, guys. The membership, the value of the membership is just insane. You know, we're going to be going up by our membership price. It's going to go up by a couple of bucks every day. Please do not say my name. Welcome to the family. Please do not say my name. I won't say your name. All right. 12 laptops left, folks. 12 laptops left. All right. So like I said, the price of that membership goes up by a couple of bucks every day. That means it's going up at midnight. So lock in the $12.80 price point now with TTG121 coupon code. Our goal is to disrupt this entire industry, guys. You know what I do? We got to provide insane value and results, frankly, you know, at a price significantly cheaper than any of our so-called competitors. My TTG fam, you guys think that the membership is worth it? Or what do you think it's worth, rather? If you're a member of TTG What do you think a membership is worth? Type it right now in chat, what you think the membership is worth. $5 to $10K easily, 2,500 at least, 10,000 a year at least from OK Trader. Marcia says it's priceless. Lynn Wright says 5 to 10K easy. 6,000 says Pastry Man. Jean-Francois St. Pierre says $100 a day. Dominic says 6,000 any day. Diane Figg says 5K plus. Maria Hart says it's truly priceless. Matt Barkley says it's worth every penny and more. There's no other platform out there like True Trading Group. Nay J says it's worth more than the cost of college. That's for sure. Tamina says it's worth at least 4K. John Parker says it's a life changer. McNot So Dreamy says it's worth $1,000 a month. Edgar Smith says 5,000 easy. Izzy Mack, priceless. Chris says you can't put a price on people that care and want you to succeed. Mikas says priceless. TGG is a life changer. At least 5,000 says Debs. You guys get the point. Okay. You know, guys, these are TGG members. These are people that they were sitting in your shoes, literally. They were watching a live stream one night, listening to me say the same thing I'm saying to you now. They decided to join, invest in their own education. They are now telling you, hey, the water's just fine. You thought they were sharks. You thought the water was cold. You're hesitant to jump in. Well, here's all of your friends. They all jumped in, and they're all telling you the water's just fine. Don't listen to me. Listen to them. Listen to the 1,270 people that left us a review on Trustpilot. We are 5-star rated. Go read them. Guys, the price of our membership, it's going to continue. I'm telling you right now, we're going to be over 2K before you know it. And you'll be like, damn, I wish I jumped on 1280. The price is not going down. It is continuing to go up because we keep adding all these features to the platform. Guys, it costs us as a company a lot of money to have the Benzinga news feed, the level 2, the charting software, the trade idea scanner. Okay, all of those things cost a lot of money to have available on the platform. And we're only going to keep adding to the platform. So that's why the price is going to continue to go up. But if you pay $12.80 today, when you renew your membership next year, and I'm confident you're going to want to renew because 80% of our members are successful, and our membership's $2,500 next year, you're only going to pay $12.80 to renew. So the price you pay when you sign up, that's the price you lock in for life. We have a 70% retention rate. That's unheard of in this industry. Normal retention rate in this industry is probably like 30 or 35%. Ours is 70. That's because 80% of our members have gone on to become successful traders. That's why I'm able to offer you a money-back guarantee. There you go. Definitely. I signed up 2 weeks ago and almost made my yearly membership back. Boom. Do it. I renewed this month. Wouldn't be anywhere else. Boom. Maria. I love it. Glad you're still with us, Maria. Save me a laptop for Friday. I can't guarantee you, man. These laptops fly. I can't guarantee you that the laptops will be here Friday. I really, this batch of 20 that we got, we only have, I think, 11 or 12 left. They'll be gone by midnight, man. I'm sorry. They'll be gone by midnight. Although I'm not a member yet, I did lots of research, and TGG is the cheapest, but I just don't have that money yet. I'm thinking by mid-July I'm joining. Listen, I'll be here whenever you're ready. I'll be here whenever you're ready. Yes, Thomas. Yes. Thomas goes, if you don't have the money, keep watching these live streams. Guys, Thomas is saying that because Thomas made more than what the membership cost just from watching the live streams before he was even a member. And then when he made that money from a live stream, he was like, shit, I got to join. So take it from Thomas. Thomas actually is a really good person to take advice from. So That's it, folks. Use coupon code TTG121. All right, lock in that discounted 42% off, and then get yourself the free laptop. All right, thanks for joining me here tonight, folks. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, smash that like button if you guys have not done so already. It was a blast having you guys all here. Yeah, and again, just to reiterate, guys, that money back guarantee. All right, anyone that goes through all the courses, passes all the quizzes, and attends a private study group, if you guys don't make your membership fee back, $12.80, if you don't make that back at least one time during your membership, I'll give you guys a full refund. That's how confident I am in this program and the education that we have provided. I don't know how many other people are going to be able to tell you the same thing. Everything I'm telling you right now is on the website. There's a money back guarantee right there on the website, folks. What do you guys have to lose? Worst case scenario, you sign up, don't make the money back, I'll give it back to you, you got a free laptop. Not a bad deal. Best case scenario, you sign up, get a free laptop, you become a consistently profitable trader and change your life. Weigh that risk reward. You're going to pull the trigger on the trade? Let me know. I'll see you guys in chat tomorrow. Coupon code TGD121. Later, guys.